Let's invite Stephen Armstrong to the stage.
Wow, thanks guys!
Oh, there he is!
Hello! Right, this is just going to be me 5 minutes just going hello to everybody because I'm so pleasant. Hello, see, don't start that, Joe! You distracted me already, you booked me, you have to sit through this like the rest of us. Hello, my name is Stephen Armstrong. Before I start, I just want to clarify something. No, I'm not what would happen if North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un and Hagrid had sex and ate Harry Potter, keeping his glasses as a memento of the evening. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I got through it as well. No, I'm not what it would look like if Alan from The Hangover had an office job. There you go. Just jokes for the girl with the laugh that sounds a little bit like I'm being shot by a Tommy gun. Excellent, that's one for you, sir. AK-47 for the rest of you. Yes, it feels a bit weird being a comedian on a cabaret night. It feels a little bit like you've all watched like a whole evening of gymnastics and people have done the rings and the parallel bars and the pommel horse and the ribbons and all this technical stuff. And now you've got to the evening where where one big fat hairy man just comes on and weightlifts. It's not the same, is it? That was a better joke when I wrote at the back than at least 50% of you think. So let's just call that a joke that you're the first and last audience to ever hear. So there you go, you can take that home, never again. Yes, I am from a small South Cumbrian fishing village called Whitehaven. Don't worry if you've not heard of Whitehaven, it just means that you're not familiar with the work of psychopathic killer taxi drivers. But, I mean, you may laugh, but you know, that's one less present I'm getting this Christmas. Wow, not a big one on the serial killer material then. Okay, good. Either that or you're like, I don't understand, it's a joke from like 9 years ago. If you were going to ask me to do some research for this gig, you should have sent out a pamphlet, Stephen. It's not going to happen. I'm so glad to be in the Carlton Club. I'll be honest with you, didn't really know it existed until about a week ago. But this is the best place ever because it has cozies, knitted cozies, on the beer that doesn't work. Yes! And not! Yes! Okay, I've been going 3 minutes. The first applause break is for the fact that they've knitted something to put over the beer. Again, see, case in point. So yeah, and I've also been asked by the bar staff to say, no, it doesn't keep the beer warm. And yes, that's the first sign that you're not getting served, is if that is what you say. Oh, there's a knitted on there because it keeps the beer warm. No, it's not because of that. As I say, I come from Cumbria. I moved to Manchester originally, well, let's say for the purpose of this joke, it was 8 years ago, because I'm really bad with maths, and I've got short-term memory loss. So about 8 years ago, I moved to Manchester, and I heard a great thing when I got on a bus, because a guy got on a bus in Piccadilly Gardens, and he said, yes, could I have a return to Le Vents Humain? And I thought, fucking hell, I've moved to some proper nice, up-class kind of place here. And then he got off the bus in Levenshulme, and I thought, you lying bastard! So then I moved to Didsbury, proper Didsbury, not West Didsbury, like actual Didsbury. Wow, I'm a Cumbrian, I don't care about your city. Moved to Didsbury, and I saw the greatest thing I've ever seen. I once saw a man buy a 4-litre bottle of White Lightning, and then he took the top off, and then he put it to one side and left it to breathe for 15 minutes. I mean, that's how high quality the homeless people are in Didsbury. Another one, I saw somebody in the hallway, in the doorway of Costa, and I thought he was kind of like sheltering from the from the cold, so I went over, and he wasn't, he was piggybacking on their Wi-Fi. That is what he was doing, he was like a little hotspot out there. This isn't a joke, but it's a good thing to know about Didsbury. If you didn't know this is the greatest thing to know about Didsbury. Have you all heard about what happened when a car backfired in Didsbury near the Costa at the, yes? Oh, yes, I'm waved 1 minute. I thought the soundman was like, yes, I remember, but it's not, it's 1 minute to go. Yeah, excellent, yeah. A car went off, and they thought it was a bomb, and 2 men jumped out the first floor window and broke their arms. Silly idiots. Yes, I will leave you with this. It's a quick story. Believe it or not, I have managed to secure myself a girlfriend, and yes, I realise that makes it sound like I've got her chained up in the basement. If that's what you think, I'm not going to deny it. So she wanted to try something a little bit spicy, and this thing was called the rocket ship. Now, if you've not tried the rocket ship, you need 3 things for the rocket ship. You need a hallway, and then you need to layer the hallway with bin bags, and then you squirt baby oil all the way down the bin bags, creating like a runway, and then you position your lover, because that's where I learned my sex education, was in a Mills and Boons book. You position your lover facing the opposite direction, and just as you're about to emit from your central hub, because as a former engineering student, that's what I refer to ejaculation as, emitting from my central hub. Just as you're about to do that, you smack her on the bum, and she fires off down the hallway like a rocket ship. Now, 2 things to remember. Always remember to have your front door closed. You don't want your missus going out the front, or Mr. going out the front, and your neighbours going, no, I don't know what they're doing. Yes, we're buying bin bags and baby oil next time we go to Morrison's in Cholton. And the second thing is, don't hit them too hard. This is the only serious bit of my set. Don't hit them too hard. You hit them too hard, you send them firing off down the hallway. They'll hit their head on the door, and believe me, voice of experience here, and this is the last thing I'll leave you with this, is you do not want to turn up at an accident and emergency unit with a naked, oiled up, unconscious woman wrapped in a bin bag. Because as a former teacher, that's how I went from taking a register to appearing on one. But like my mum said, it was nice to see my picture in the paper. You've got a lovely music to come up. I've been Armstrong, support live comedy.